In our latest episode, we helped clear some land for Sandy Sparkles, did a bit of a tour of our base, and planned the layout for our mine colony. In this episode, I'll begin generating some power for my base, so we'll be making a giant hole in the mountain where we can place some windmills. But before that, I want to continue where we ended in the last episode, with my forester sawmill that combines the use of MineColonies and Create. Welcome to the BeCreative SMP. And here's the forester that we started on towards the end of our last episode. It integrates Create with MineColonies. So as you can see in here, we have this little shop with tablecloths here, and later I'll add more as we get more types of logs. And we have our doggo, a little shopkeeper here, who's kind of taking care of our store. Oh, and by the way, I'm wondering if you guys want to help me come up with a name for my doggo. Leave a comment down below with some suggestions. I would love to hear them. And also, let me know if you think that I should leave the doggo in the shop here or if I should bring him with me. You know, tame him and have him with me through my adventures. Now, the doggo here, he has our inventory. It's locked, so only I can open it. But if you were to right-click here, you would get like a ticket to do shopping with. And you can right-click here to buy some logs. You can see here that I'll make a purchase. And then our stripped logs will end up here, and we can just shift right click like this, and then we have 32 logs. Here's the forester's hut, and our forester guy will come and deposit stuff into this hut, and if it's non-stripped logs, it will actually go over here. Let's see if we can reproduce that. So over here somewhere in this forest, we should have our forester guy. Ah yeah, we can see the little red icon. So yeah, Xavier over here, Xavier Harris is out here and chopping trees, hopefully. Maybe he's looking for a tree right now. But basically, he's collecting all the wood for our wood shop. And he has a long way to get to work, so he's complaining about that. But he does have a few spruce logs, so I'm going to go ahead and steal those. Because basically, once he has enough spruce logs, he'll like go back over here. And then he will come back to his forester, and he'll put them into the inventory just like so. And we should now see logs popping up over there and becoming stripped like this. And now it only took half of the 7 logs that we had, and that's because from this forester, we have a smart chute with a filter that takes the logs onto this belt here that goes down that way. And then we have our power source here, which is 7 water wheels. It's a little bit tight, it's a little bit messy, but the belt is coming here, it's going down a little bit, and then it's going across. And then as it comes in here, it's going into these 2 tunnels here, and half the logs are getting put into this chute, which goes back into this inventory here where we have all our logs and bark and everything. And then the other half is going through this tunnel and it's going up here. And basically we have an encased fan right here, which is blowing air upwards, and it's making items go upwards in this chute here, which is going into this deployer here, and that's placing the logs in our sawmill. So that's how the entire system works, and hopefully our forester guy will like chop down some cherry trees, some jungle trees, and I think I have acacia out there, some dark oak, and then he'll like put them in here. He put something in there. I don't think he put logs in there, but he'll come and go, and he'll like, you know, eventually he'll put some more logs in there, and then I can add them with some more tablecloth to our shop. So there you have it. Now let's get started with our windmill in the mountain, which is going to help us get power to our base. Let's see if we can find a good spot for our windmill here. I want to put it inside this peak, which is just across the way from my base over here. And then we can have like shafts and stuff going across to this peak here to kind of give power to my base. If we, if we need to start our steam engine, which I plan to build later, then we want the windmill to serve as that power, basically. So all the water pumps and everything, they're going to be powered by the windmill, and then the steam engine is going to give like the majority of the power to the rest of the base. And anything else that is critical will also be powered off of the windmill. Yeah, we'll put it in this place right here in this mountain. So I guess it's just time to start drilling. We can build out a little bit like this. Oops. And then we'll put down some track like this. And then we're going to put some redstone blocks here on this side. This is what powers our rail for our drill. Am I far enough back? I don't know, this is not far enough back. I have a pretty long drill, so sometimes it's hard to make it fit. All right, and now we just place this and hopefully we don't get crushed. Here we go. Oh, okay, we're just gonna fly off. And there we go. It looks a little bit crazy just having that thing floating in the sky like that. But yeah, hopefully it should make a hole all the way through the mountain. One thing I haven't considered is that minecart there. Like, how am I gonna pick that up? That's gonna be a bit of a challenge. But yeah, we seem to be going into the mountain now. The hole is being made. The hole is being holed. Our first hole through the mountain. A mountain that has never been holed before has now been holed. Let's see. All right, making good progress. Now we just wait for this to go all the way through, and then we figure out how to get a hold of that minecart. Hopefully I put this drill in the right spot now, because like this hole is kind of irreversible. I'm gonna ruin the view for the whole colony. Everyone's gonna be upset with me. Like, Uber, how could you ruin our view of the mountains? Nah, I'm gonna make this look pretty. Oh look, we see daylight. I think we're through. We seem to be through. Let's see if we can get the minecart before we go off the edge. Oh no, not a skeleton. Hey, skelly boy. All right. I think we're all the way through now. So we just grab the minecart. Yoink. Yeah, I think this is a good first hole. Now we just gotta make a circle out of this to make it prettier, and then we'll put a windmill in here. With that out of the way, it's time to do a little bit of digging, and maybe we can make a deal to get some girders. I'm gonna send a message to Ranger and see if he can help. I like how I have an arrow going in from the bottom of my head and from the top of my head. What are the chances? What are the chances of that? Look at that. That's magnificent. Well, let's cut to the next part. Whatever is the next part. Cut right here. Where's Ranger? Oh, hey Ranger.
Oh, hello, Uberswe.
Have you managed to create the girders and the sails that I contacted you about?
Yeah, I have them ready here. So those are your girders, and then those are those sails that you requested.
Oh, awesome. And I can pay you in diamonds, or what do you prefer?
I mean, diamonds is always helpful, but I was thinking to get some gold for some future projects.
Okay, yeah, I can do gold. Do you have an ender chest nearby?
Yeah, some in my storage system, if you follow me.
All right.
So, well, everything is quite open here because I haven't worked on anything. So that's the ender chest.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, okay. How much gold are we talking? Like 10 stacks or?
I mean, 10 stacks might be a little bit much. What about like 9 stacks? Does 9 stacks is an okay price for you?
Sure. So like 1 stack of gold blocks, I guess.
That works.
Okay. Yep. Here you go.
Ooh, shiny. Thank you very much.
All right, and I'll go over and take the girders and the sails. Yeah, this will be perfect for my little windmill build that I'm doing. So.
No wonder you need that much.
Maybe I should use the axe. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you around.
All right, good luck on your project.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And with the resources gathered, it was time to be creative. Okay, so many hours have passed since I made that deal with Uncle Ranger, and I've been building, as you might be able to see in the distance. Just look at that. That's our windmill. Or should I say it's like 8 windmills. We put a giant hole in the mountain, and it seems to actually look kind of good from down here. Now we just have to go up there and turn it on. So let's fly up there. Just look at that. So I did end up using limestone instead of wool here, because otherwise the sails would just move too quickly. But yeah, we do have some mobs in here, but I think it looks pretty cool. And each one of these like windmills have their own like shut off switch here. So if we need to, we can shut off the windmills individually. Oh my God. So as I was saying, each one has their own like shut off switch here. So we can turn off power individually. Oh, and I also decorated all of this with andesite table covers. I think that looks really cool. And yeah, all the way down here, we do also have like a shut off switch for everything. So all the power that's going to go over here towards our base that has its own shut-off switch should we need it. Most likely we won't, but I thought it was nice to include. And now if we go all the way up to the front here, we can start turning on these windmills to see how they actually look when they're on. So I have like spruce trapdoors with andesite ladders on them that go up on either side. And I also put some seating here so you can like sit here and look out over the colony, you know, just hanging out here. And there's enough seats for like all your friends and everything to just sit here and hang out with you. So maybe I'll find some friends to hang out with me soon. Anyways, let's head up here. And here we have another seat where we can sit. Right now you can't really see anything because it's not rotating. But if we try moment of truth, will the windmill spin? There we go. It's spinning. So yeah, we have limestone and sails, and the sails are the things that are actually providing the power. The limestone is not doing anything, and you just have to imagine that it's kind of like dirty wool. That's how I see it. So if you know that it's limestone, these sails are extremely heavy, but actually they're made of wool and they're super light. So hopefully that's believable. But yeah, I put a bunch of metal girders here. So we got about 2,000 metal girders from Uncle Ranger. And I think we used about 1,900 of them. So almost all 2,000 metal girders that we had. And now that we've turned on the first one, we can head over to the next one. And we'll just turn on all of these and see how they look. So I'll probably do a little bit of a cut here, or my editor will just kind of cut through. But the important thing is I want to turn these off so they're offset so that they don't rotate at the same angle. And I think that's going to look really cool. So hopefully my editor will do like a little cut here where it's like click, 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 and just goes through all of them. And now the last windmill. There we go. Now they're all turned on. Look at that. That's so cool. So yeah, I tried to make it look like they're reinforced. So you have like the block of industrial iron here with the metal girders and everything. And that's kind of holding everything into place. They go... Sir, can you be quiet? We're trying to do a recording here. Ow. I totally thought he was going to die before he got to me. Okay. Yeah, I try to make them look reinforced so you can see that, you know, they're connecting up there into the roof and they're all connecting on the side and down here at the bottom. So I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, please let me know in the comments down below what you think. And also, I'd love to hear what you think I should build next for my base. So I need some ideas. So please help. All right. Yeah, now we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just ignore the skeletons. 7, 8. So we have 8 windmills. And let's see how they look from far away. I think the render distance should be pretty far. I tested it before and windmills should render from like 300 blocks out. So, okay, this is too far. But yeah, from here is okay. So we can actually see it from inside the colony, which I think is super cool. So you'll just be walking here, you know, enjoying the sunshine. And then you can look up and see the giant windmill up in the mountains. Yeah, that's awesome. And I think my view distance... Oh, I only have it to 28 chunks. Let's set it to 32 and see what happens. So now I can see them up there, but do they render if I run further away as well? Let's see. Oh, still rendering. And here? Oh, okay, so we still have 1 rendering here. So I guess this is... Yeah, this is like right on the edge of how far it can render, but you know, this is still pretty far. So I'm pretty happy with this. You can definitely see the windmill spinning from the ground here. All right, let's do some sleeping real quick. Oh no, not the barbarians. All right, southwest. Southwest should be like in this direction over here. So we gotta save our colony. I'm pretty bad at like PvP and stuff, or PvE for that matter, so wish me luck. Yeah, basically these raids just like show up randomly if you have mine colonies. So we have to like defend our colony all the time. And I don't see them. Where are you? Sometimes they tend to like spawn down in the ancient city. So we have like an ancient city like right down here below our base. So yeah, I don't see them anywhere. They might be down in the ancient city. If that is the case, we might just ignore them. And I can see, I think Jason, or is that Eclipse? Yeah, I think that's Eclipse. Eclipse is also hunting for the barbarians. You can also open a Zero's minimap like this, and sometimes you can see them. So west should be this way, so they should be like over here somewhere. But since I can't see them, I think they're probably underground. Oh no, here we are. We can see them here. So they're coming into the colony. Yeah, here we go. And these are pretty tough, so I might die to them if we're unlucky, especially the chieftain. I mean, if I wasn't fighting like 5 of them, I think it would be better. Let's see if we can okay, we got 1. We got 2. The important thing here is we don't want to lose any colonists, so I think this is the chieftain guy, so he's a little bit stronger. Yeah, and Eclipse is here helping us. Sweet. We got like 2 more. Yeah, they're over here trying to raid our town. Here we go. We got them. Awesome. Great work. Doo-doo. Awesome. All right. And Eclipse just leaves. All right. Let's head up and check out our windmill. Back to what we were doing before. And just look at that. That looks amazing. I love it. I love this build. This has been fun. This is different from anything I've done before. And yeah, we can see here that we're running at 7 RPM, and the total for like all the windmills, because it's going to add up, is 28,672 SU. So these are not full-size windmills. These are like 1/3 of full size, which should be like, I think it's like 40 to 50 sails, or wool blocks would be like 1/3, 1/4, or 1/3. And yeah, but now it's ready. So this, like I said, will be our kind of backup power. So it's going to power all the essentials in our base. And then we'll probably set up like a steam engine to give us the majority of the power for our base. And I think this is a good place to end. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. On the next episode, we'll probably be setting up, some steam engine power. Or maybe we'll do one of your suggestions. So don't forget to let me know in the comments if you have some ideas on what I should build. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.